Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use your Perfect Mind platform to acquire more leads. What we're going to do is we're going to create a URL or a link that you can put on any mobile device, on an iPad, on a friend's website, on your Facebook page, anywhere you want. And it will help you generate leads by basically, having a small call to action. And then by them clicking on that URL, it will open up a form that people can fill out and you will retrieve their information. So what we're going to do is go ahead and log into your Perfect Mind database. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to basically set a campaign name. This is so you will be able to group your leads that come in through this particular campaign. That way you can track the performance of this particular campaign you're going to run. So let's go to your Office App Suite and go to Campaigns. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new campaign and we're going to call it, you can basically call it anything you want. I'm going to basically call it July 4th Special. So you could run one, back to school special, Halloween special, New Year's Eve special, whatever they are. And you can track them by naming the campaign source in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and activate, and then I'm going to go ahead and save this campaign. So like I said, this is in order for us to be able to track the leads that are joined to this group. All right, so now once we've done that, two things will happen when somebody fills out that form. You're going to get an email being notified of their details, and we also want an email to go out to the lead thanking him for the submission and letting him know that somebody will be in touch with them within the next 24 hours. You can also include a coupon for them to download and print and bring with them, whatever you want. So what we need to do now is go to the email app, which is also in your Office App Suite. So let's go to emails and make sure your object is set to contact. And now to the left of the to field, click the plus sign. This will now allow us to create a new list. So click on the new list button. And the list name I'm going to call is going to be July 4th Special. That way everything is named properly. The campaign, same name. The list name, same name. And then once we generate a form, it will also be having the same name. So the list name is July 4th. Now what we have to do is set up filters for this actual email to get triggered to the right group. So what we're going to do is our object is contact, of course. So we leave that. The field. The first one we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom and go to type. So we want this filter to be equal to lead. So we only want lead. We don't want active student or former student. We just want the lead. So contact type equals lead. Add criteria. Now the second one we want to do is the object stays contact. The field now is going to be changed to campaign. So anybody that is going to be linked to that campaign that we just created and they are a lead, this email will be pushed out to them. So campaign equals, and then if you click the lookup field on the value, it will basically bring us the list of all the campaigns you have set up. So you can just click by there, and there it is, July 4th Special. I'm going to click on it, and it attaches itself. Now add criteria. So we've got our two filters added. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that. So we have a new list. Now what we want to do is we want to attach this list to this email. So just click the checkbox to the left of your campaign name or your list name and hit the insert button. So as you can see now, the to field has been populated with our list, July 4th Special. So now anybody that joins this group and is a lead, this email will be triggered to them. So now the subject, of course, could be thank you for your submission. And then, like I said, you can put anything you want in the actual body of the email. So thank you for your submission. One of our instructors will be in touch with you in the next 24 hours. Or something along the lines where, thank you for the submission. Please download this coupon. So you can basically do that by creating a hyperlink within the body. So let's say thank you for your submission. Click here to download your your coupon. All right, so let's go ahead and just fix these grammatical errors and right click on it. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is instead of making an attachment, what I'm going to do is create a hyperlink. So I'm going to click to here to download. I'm going to highlight that particular text, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my hyperlink manager, and to the right of the URL you see a little document manager icon. Click on that, and this is going to allow us to now hyperlink a Word document or a PDF document of your choice. So this is basically my coupon, let's say. So I'm going to go ahead and click upload, and now I'm going to go ahead and attach my coupon. So I don't have a coupon, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach a Word document so you just get the gist of what's happening. So let's say this is my coupon. I clicked on it, and I'm going to go ahead and hit open. There is my document now, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the upload button. Now you can see my document has been uploaded. I'm going to click on it to select it. On the right hand side you're going to see a little window open up that says target. What you want to do is drop that field down and go to add custom target. What this is going to do is it will open the attachment in a new window. So if you just type in blank and click OK, you now hit the insert button. And then you can see here the URL now has the actual URL of the document I added. So I'm going to click OK, and you can see now it has been actually hyperlinked to that document. So when somebody gets this email, they're going to be able to click on this and be able to download that document. Pretty nifty, right? So now we're almost finished with the email. The only thing we got to do now is set the automated emails when to go out. So if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you're going to see two radio buttons, no schedule and send when criteria is met. That's the one we want to check. Now go to the bottom. You've got two deliveries. Delivery method one time or every time criteria is met. Mine is just going to be the one time, so when the lead fills out the form, they're going to get this only one time. So if they go back and fill the same campaign again, they're not going to get this delivered to them. If you want them to get it every time they fill out the same form, then you can set every time criteria is met. My start date can be basically whenever you want to start this, and the expire date can be whenever you want to stop it. So if it's going to run for a week, start it, tomorrow and end it a week from tomorrow. So that's how you can basically set this up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set my times, because I'm going to run mine starting now, and basically it's 8:23 my time, so I'm going to make it for 8:30 p.m. today. So let's make it for 8:20. Actually, let's make it for right now 8:23. So I've got my scheduled delivery section done, so I'm going to go ahead and hit my send button. So as you can see, it won't let me because I am probably a minute late already. So let's change that to 24, and now go ahead and save it. Start date is in the past, so 7:23. So of course, and we are on in 11:30 p.m. So I'm going to adjust this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save. As you can see now, if you look on the left hand under scheduled, you'll be able to see there's one scheduled email. So if I click on that, you'll see that this is the one. Thank you for your submission. So if I click on it, it will open up my email that I have that's going to go out to people. Okay, so everything is set. So, and it's already an auto send. So we got our email in place, so whenever the lead fills this form out, they're going to receive that email. Excellent. Now, if you go hover over the login name at the very top right, we want to go to settings. What we're going to do now is generate the link that you can put on your Facebook page or your friend's website or your mobile page, wherever you want. And this is basically what's going to have the form for people to fill out. So now I'm going to go to forms. I'm going to go ahead and create new form, and I'm going to call it July 4th special. And now the member profile is set to no profile because it's a lead. It does not have a profile. Object name is contact. Page layout. Now by default, Perfect Mind basically has 4 forms. Choose the online form simple. All it is a form with 4 fields: first name, last name, email, and phone. The campaign name, of course, is going to be July 4th special. So there it is, July 4th special. And now the title is basically the call to action. So sign up now for a free week. So that's my special. And the submit button, if you want to put something other than submit, you can. So I'm going to put get started. And I'm going to go ahead and save this. So now what I'm going to do is, here's the form URL that basically has triggered. So if I click on it to check it, to preview it, you'll see that here's my call to action, and first name, last name, email, primary phone, and the get started submission button. Awesome. So I'm going to go back, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab this URL, because this is what I want to paste now into a friend's website, my Facebook page, wherever maybe you want to use it. As you can see, the URL is quite long and ugly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to use this app that's called Bitly. It will basically shorten the link for you. So just go to google.com and just type bit.ly. This is Bitly, your URL shortener. So if I click on it, you can sign up for free, or you can just paste the link in the very top right and click the shorten button. Now you'll see that it's shortened it for me already, so that's a lot nicer than that huge big URL I had. So if I go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to leave it right there, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the web page. Let's say this is a friend's website, for instance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and paste my form. So let's say my form's going to go right here. And 4th of July special. Get your free week now. Alright, so I'm going to leave a space, and then I'm going to go ahead and control and put my URL in there. The other way you can do it also is like I showed you earlier. Instead of putting the URL in there, instead of putting the URL like that, I'm going to basically go ahead and cut that. And I'm going to do 4th of July special, get your free week now. Click here. So I'm going to create a hyperlink. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that particular text. Now go to our hyperlink manager again, and in the URL field I'm going to go ahead and paste my shortened link and click OK. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my page, and I'm going to go ahead and log out. Okay, so now let's say this is your friend's website, and this is the page you put your link on. So if we go to it, you can see 4th of July special, get your free week now, click here. So if I click on this, it's going to open up my form. There it is, and there's my call to action again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. Test 12 will be my first name, Test 12 my last name, my email will be my actual email, And my primary phone will be, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Get Started button. As you can see, thank you for your information has been saved. Excellent. So now, two things are going to happen. You are going to receive an email letting you know that you have received this particular lead through your Perfect Mind database. Two ways it's going to work. It's going to basically send you an email, or if you log into your database, you'll be able to go into your campaigns section, your office section, and go to campaigns. And now if you go to the July 4th special, you're going to see that you have one contact. And if I click on it, there it is. Test 12, and it was created today. Awesome, so all that's good. So now you also will receive an email. So if I go ahead and go to my email, I'll be able to retrieve my email. So let's just do this, and alright, so let me go into here and let me pick up my email. And as you can see, this is the email that you would get as the actual owner of the database. So a new lead has been created in the system. So I've got their full name, their email, their phone number, and the campaign name. This is really important because it tells you exactly what campaign it came from. So that's awesome. The email got triggered to me. I got the email, and this has been added into your Perfect Mind account. Now, the next thing to do is, let me log out of this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend I am now the lead. So I should have received an email that the system kicked out to me. So now if I go to my Gmail account, I should have an email that kicked out to me from the system, thanking me for my submission with that link to download. Sometimes the system does take a little while to kick the email out, so it's not instantaneous sometimes. It does take sometimes a few minutes depending on how busy the server queue is at that time. But we'll just wait for the email for another minute, but if not, it's like I said, the email sometimes, depending on how busy the server is, might take a few minutes to kick that email out to the actual lead. But basically, that is all that you need to do. So, good hunting. Use that event creator to basically help yourself generate leads by creating specials and placing the forms on Facebook pages, friends' websites, iPad, mobile pages, anywhere you want, any social medium. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day, guys. Thank you.